Haha, people, what's going on? B5 here, back at you with another video. And in case you missed my last video, all of the information is down below. Link is in the description for all you mobile users. Now we're going to talk about Forza Horizon. We're going to talk about a couple of 5 areas: gameplay, graphics, online, features, and replayability. Okay, now if you're familiar with the Forza series, then you will notice that they've done something completely different, which they now made this an open world setting, which is statewide. It's not countrywide, it's statewide, and the state is Colorado. They have numerous challenges and events to keep you engaged. Also doing things like adding people as a focal point and story-like cutscenes. Also stories that help you progress from moving from event to event, race to race, which is nice because now you can enjoy your car on a personal level, and you can also feel more engaged into the game from the previous four Forzas. Another thing that they've done, excuse me. Another thing that they've done is they've added boss battles. Okay, so now you have boss battles, which are pretty tough. You have to learn to tune your car. You have to learn different methods and techniques in order to, to beat these boss battles. So they did a really good job on the gameplay side. Okay, graphics. We're moving on to graphics. The game, of course, is stunning. Cars are shiny as usual. For me, a bit too shiny. They're always shiny, which has always been a problem for me. I understand that they want to showcase these vehicles, but the reality is cars get dirty the more that you drive. I would like to see some dust on the windshield. I would like to see dust on the car. I don't want to see. I want to see the paint job get a little dull until it gets washed. Speaking of car effects, damage has been toned down a little bit. For those of you that are really this is something that you're really concerned about, I would say it's not that big a deal. 75% of the damage still exists. It is not as bad as what GTA 5 GT5 Gran Turismo 5 did, where they almost had 10% to 0% damage. So I don't think this is a deal breaker for anyone that's looking for the damage experience. Now we're going to talk about the environments. The setting is a countryside setting: mountains, rivers, side roads, back roads, etc., etc. I personally would have liked to see more of an urban feel, more of a metropolitan. Since it's Colorado, maybe go through Denver or something like that. That's just me personally, but the countryside is still nice. Graphics are still done well for the countryside. Of course they did cut corners in some areas because it is open world, but it's to be expected, especially when you're driving. You're supposed to be driving 100 miles plus. And online also has a different look. The days of going into a lobby, selecting a track, selecting a car class, all picking your cars, and then racing against your friends or random people or private matches, etc. That's not emphasized anymore. What is the focus point is these new challenges and new modes. I had a chance to play a lot of them. Unfortunately, I don't remember all their names. I do remember one of them was called Infected. Another one was something like a spin-off from the Halo Skull game. A lot of things, again, to keep you engaged. They're trying different things, and I think Playground and Turn 10, I think they've done a really good job as far as in trying to keep the gamer involved. As far as in the features, Paint Shop is still back. It's better than ever. It allows you to have more control and visual over what you're creating. So for all you people that are very artistic and creative, be happy that has been untouched, but not been touched, but only has been enhanced. Okay. Let's see what else they have. The auctions have been removed. That's a little disappointing for me. I enjoyed that aspect of the game, but it's being replaced with storefronts, and so you still can purchase skins and do everything else that you would need to do. You're just not you're just not doing the eBay bidding against other people for that particular car. But is it worth $65? I'm gonna say if you're a race fan, the game is definitely worth $65. If you're just a fan of racing, but you're not sure if you want to spend that money, of course, go rent it. That's what I did, actually. The only reason why I did that is because Need for Speed Most Wanted is coming out, and it's made by the people that also produced Burnout Paradise. So to see them blend those two, I really want to see how that comes out, because I'm not sure exactly which game that I'm gonna is going to keep which race game is going to keep my attention this year. So is it worth 65? I hope this helps you out, and I'll talk to you next time.